Hello and welcome to SoulSurvivor 05, tuning into the higher self. I'm MJ, your host throughout the SoulSurvivor series. In this week's channel message from the group consciousness Eternal Light, they're going to be discussing our connection to our higher selves and how we can begin tuning in and becoming more conscious of this connection. Let's jump straight in.
We welcome all the souls who are coming to listen to our channeling, and we are very pleased to see the spiritual light opening in people's souls and in their minds. We welcome that people are questioning themselves. Although this can be equally a frustrating time, for you will constantly be thinking about, why am I here? What am I here for? Am I doing it? Is that it? Or is there more to come? If you are thinking this, and this has been on your mind for much of your time, perhaps months, perhaps years, you have felt in discord, for you have not felt that you have achieved what is intended. For you, this is the start of your awakening. We have talked about the birth, the arrival of souls to this earth, and these souls, your souls, come into a physical body, and you experience as a soul life on earth. We will talk and answer questions about this in due course, for it is a lengthy procedure. But for now, your immediate thoughts are that you feel energized, you feel frustrated, you want to achieve, but you don't know what. Well, this, if it's coming deep within inside you, is your inner self, your soul talking. For your soul knows everything about you. It knows all that you have experienced, and it knows that when you come down to earth, you have got a ready-made path laid out for you. This has been decided before your arrival on earth. But when you come to earth, you come with a veil over the knowledge that you are aware of when you are at home in the heavens. For each time you come to earth, this has to be a new experience. But sometimes you must look at people, at young children, and wonder why they have that knowledge inside them, why they seem more advanced in their thought processes. And this will give you a clue as to how advanced a soul is. In many cases, you can sometimes feel that with people you meet, that there is something much more to them than meets the eye. You start your life, you experience all there is as a child, and then you become an adult, and your conscious brain has by then been educated by the system on earth, by your schooling, and then by your employment, by your family. As a child, as a human being, we rely at birth on our parents to feed us, to nourish us, to give us love, to provide shelter for us, and to take care of us. And as a species, we require this for far longer than most of the animals, insects, birds, etc., that occupy the planet, for they have a shorter lifespan, and the children of these animals will grow and be on their feet and become independent very quickly. But for the adult, it takes years. In a family where this is possible, you grow into a balanced human being, knowing you have a place in the world. But for those who are born into poverty, into abuse, that option does not come, and they learn to fear, they learn to experience when danger is around them. And so their education can be far, far different from one from a sheltered, loving family. And then you proceed in growing up and learning and making so many mistakes. And for those who have self-esteem and confidence, they can ride this very easily. But for those who have not had the same upbringing, life takes a very harder path of learning. And yet the soul, your inner self, once you learn to talk and listen to your inner selves, you will understand why this has happened, why you are experiencing the life that you are. For some, they very early on know that they are different, for they are a wiser, older soul who has had many journeys to earth, and they retain deep within them that knowledge. And although there is still a veil over it, they are able to access their inner selves, and they walk on this earth for various reasons. Many observe the time that they are in, and that is the knowledge they take back primarily. But for others, they are picking up knowledge each time in different ways, and this adds to their library inside the soul. But this does not help you when you cannot find your true path. And for many, and for most, they will wander down different side roads, down different paths. And if it is not their true purpose, for many, they will feel they have taken a wrong turn. But for others, they will feel that this is their life's lot, that this is as good as it gets, or they will just accept. But when you have this nagging feeling within you that there is something you are supposed to do, something more needs to happen, you may find clues along the way. You may open a book and certain sentences will jump out. You may see the arrival, perhaps, of a bird in front of you, or a mouse, or some creature who seems to stop and look at you for a little bit longer than Survivor would have allowed. And they can be giving you a form of understanding, a form of direction that there is more to life. You may see certain words, and then throughout your day you may see them on the side of a lorry transporting goods. You may see that word or that number come again and again, and you realise that there is more, something a little more to life than that you experience on the surface. Little things, coincidence, things that happen, and you connect the dots. This is leading you forward toward where you should and have decided you want to be. But be patient, dear ones, for life is for living, and free your mind as best you can. Allow wondrous things, new things to come into your life. Do not decide to be who you are for the rest of your life. For each day you are a different person. You have experienced something different that alters your mind, that brings you forward. For you are here to experience life in all its glories and in all its sorrows. For the two go side by side, for experience is what you are here for. Your learning, your understanding of others. Please do not despair when things are not going right. This is all part of the learning. And as you proceed through your life, you will get to the stage where you will forgive yourself when you get things wrong, when you say things the wrong way, where you hurt others by your words and your deeds. In later life, you will look and say, I did this wrong. I am sorry, but I forgive myself. And I will then go on to learn more. For those who give up on life and stay static and do not wish to change, they are losing out in a very big way, for they are not nurturing their souls. They have, in their conscious mind, decided they're going to stop where they are. And this stagnation is very detrimental, for the soul wishes always to learn, to absorb, to experience. We will come to a close now and give you time to think over the content. With love and best wishes.
We hope you enjoyed SoulSurvivor 05. If you'd like to connect with us on social media, please visit our website www.soulsurvivornow.com for our social links. Thanks for listening.